hate to break it to you.
Anyway, I do that with dudes.
You do that with dudes.
Yes. And the problem is that what I've experienced is a lot of these dudes will like fuck the first night and then they're like sleep over and then they start planning their move to Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yeah, it's happened to me 3 times now where I've fucked a person on the road and, you know, they're always like hot and 25 and they're like, I know my life sucks because I'm not married and I'm a loser. Because in these towns, everyone's married at like 18. He's like, oh, you know, my friends are divorcing now and on their 3rd marriage and I'm 25 and old fart. And you're like, all right, dude, come here with your fucking 6-pack. Let's fuck. And it's great. And then like by the next morning, they're like, so like, when should I come and visit you in LA? Like, what's the... That's how I got engaged in this situation. A guy that I met in Vegas.
They wanted a second date.
You gotta get him somehow. That's how I got engaged, Jamie.
How'd you get engaged? I didn't know you were engaged.
A guy in Vegas. I met a guy in Vegas. We fucked all night. And then he kept...
One of these 5-hour sessions?
Yeah, it was good. He fucked the period out of me. It was amazing.
Wow, I'm going to have to edit that. You're pretty graphic. Do you ever think you could use like codes?
What am I supposed to use for period? Code for period. He fucked...
He made my Aunt Flo go away. My Aunt Flo go.
He fucked the monthly out of me?
Yeah, there you go. He pumped the monthly out of me. Go ahead.
The Red River ran that evening. He fucked me so good.
So you had sex with a guy.
So good.
And you had so good sex.
Hours. He came like 7 times.
7 times. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was
Was there
amazing.
dust at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, goodbye.
So then, what happened?
Then he started visiting me in Los Angeles.
This just became an OnlyFans podcast. Jesus Christ.
I love the trajectory. Like, this podcast is so confusing.
There's so much happening.
It started with like enlightenment and ayahuasca, and then to trauma, comedy writing, and now my sex addiction. Yeah, he just visited me in LA a bunch, and then he like was like, I like you, and I was like, I like you too. And then like he moved to LA and proposed to me while I was sleeping.
How do you propose to somebody when you're asleep? That's a little bit of a
I was
me too.
Asleep.
That's a propose too.
Yeah, it was I got marriage rape, Jamie.
Marriage too.
Yeah.
Do you do this joke?
Yeah.
You got married. Wait, so you're asleep and he's like,
I'm asleep.
Puts a ring on your finger?
He starts playing music on his phone. It's like 2 a.m. He starts playing John Legend on his iPhone on high volume, which we all know sounds like dog shit. An iPhone on high volume always, it was like raw, raw, raw. It sounded like Rob Zombie doing John Legend. Can you tell this is a bit idea? Okay. And then he puts the ring on my finger. I just like felt it, and I was like, because it was dark. I'm like, it feels big, and then I fell back asleep.
Feels big, but you didn't think it wasn't fleshy, so it wasn't that thing. It was a
ring.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, sure. And then I woke up and I was like, fuck, dude. Okay, whatever. I'm glad I figured this out. One less thing to worry about.
So did he ask you to marry you?
Yeah.
And you were like, I do.
Yeah,
I do. But you were asleep.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So
you woke up.
We got engaged.
With the Zales on your finger.
We got engaged. We were engaged for a month, and then I found out I didn't even have his real Instagram.
And what?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Then I confronted him.
About what? The gram?
That I didn't have his real Instagram.
Okay.
Found out the ring was from eBay. Found out that he had like 2 other chicks that thought they were going to get married to him. One of them had cancer. Her name's Kelly. Cancer Kelly. I get on FaceTime with all these bitches. We cross-referenced the whole thing. How he's been like lying and manipulating all these women.
Why does he want to marry them all?
I don't know. It's so strange, right?
He's a
Pisces. I think they just love.
So he had 3 women on deck.
3, a lot. And he wanted them all to get pregnant. He was trying to have a baby like so bad. He just really wanted another kid like so bad. And then out of revenge, like the Scorpio me, I was like, I must have revenge. And then I bought a fake pregnancy test on Amazon.
Yes.
500 reviews, 4.5 stars. That's how I know I'm not the only crazy fucking cunt in this town. All these bitches are like, it worked great. Fooled my fucking ex-boyfriend that I was pregnant. It's this pregnancy test that always says you're pregnant. I got it. Took a photo of my hand. I was like, hey, I'm pregnant. Because that's what he wanted. He wanted a second kid, dude. And I love you on this is crushing way harder than my Indian bit about the.
Do you do?
So,
do you do this as a bit?
Not really.
You should.
So I'm like, I'm pregnant. He's like, fuck. Okay. He's like, I love you. Like, let's have this baby. And then COVID happens. This was like, I send him my pregnancy test on March 15th, 2020. This is like 2 days before the lockdown. I was in Houston headlining a club. Anyway, so then we had this like fake baby for 3 months, 2-3 months.
What?
Yeah, during COVID. I was with my family in Minnesota.
You had a fake like beginning trimester.
Yeah.
Okay.
For like 2-3 months. He was flying to me during the middle of COVID. This is like when there was like 3 people in an airplane. He was flying to me every 2 weeks to like feel our baby. And Jamie, I'm not a good actor. Like, I'm trash. I had to pretend like I had this baby. I was like, he put his hand on my stomach. He's like, I feel like it's a girl. I'm like, me too. I do too. And we had this fake baby for so long. And then finally I was like, fuck, like, I'm probably gonna get he was about to come see me again. And I was like, I'm due for my period. Like, how am I gonna fucking, I'm due for my Aunt Flo, or the fuck you want to call it. What am I gonna do? So we get into a fight. I like manufacture a fight, and then I don't talk to him for 2 days. And I'm like, I went to the Planned Parenthood and I got rid of it. And he's crying. He's like, I'm sorry if I died. I just really loved you. And I'll regret this for the rest of my life. And I was like, good. And so we got back together because I was like, the dick is good. And we got back together. We moved in together for like a couple months during COVID.
Oh my God. What? This is so fucked up. You moved in after all of this?
After I aborted our fake baby. And then...
Oh my God.
And then we broke up again. Oh, we broke up after I did the first time I did ayahuasca. Because I did ayahuasca and I was like, this is toxic.
You think?
And we broke up. And the next day I met my boyfriend that I have now.
The next day?
Yeah.
You just broke up with the fake baby daddy. Wait a minute. Before I go to that.
So
you made the guy travel during COVID. That's fucked up, Vanessa.
He wanted to. He wanted to be with his child.
Why didn't you say, you know what, you're a fucking piece of shit?
I'll tell you why. And I told this to him a couple months ago. We're still friends. I told him.
God, this is so... You need about 10 podcasts. Here's the thing with you. You got to exhaust every story thoroughly. Your problem is there's too many synapses.
You're asking me questions and I'm answering them.
I know, but they have to stay on the subject. So let's say it. This is crazy. So go ahead. Why did you make... I think besides the fake baby and all that, the most fucked up thing is, yeah, he didn't seem like a great guy, what he was doing with all these women, but to make him travel during COVID...
I'll tell you what I told him. I told him, because I told him, you know, after like 6 months or a year, he thought it was the baby died. And then I told him.
And then to make a fake baby die, it's so fucked up.
I told him, I was like, I just want you to know that I was never pregnant. It was fake.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it because I wanted you to know what it feels like to revolve your life around a lie. Because that's what you have done to countless women over the last decade. And I want you to know what it fucking feels like. How does it fucking feel?
That's a mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good, yeah.
It's a lesson.
Okay. I'll shut up on
I was doing it for all the women out there.
You were the hero.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. How did you meet the guy the next day?
Well,
Or it was a guy you were hooking up with?
No, it was a guy I had matched him on a dating app like the week before ayahuasca, and then we started hanging out, and then I was still kind of seeing my ex. After ayahuasca, broke up with him, and then I just...
But it wasn't like 2 p.m., broke up with ayahuasca, 3 p.m., moving in with a new guy you never met.
No.
Okay.
No.